Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. About a month ago, I did a video about base defense, and I suggested that you could place Bones with Synergy and Harrison on a ship, and Bones would boost Harrison. And with Pike, Moreau, Chen, and Strike Team Una, you would then be able to not have to deal with shields of an opposing ship. So, trying to remember when I got this comment or feedback, or I guess it was on that video. I saw it, and then when I went looking for it on the computer, couldn't find it anymore. Somebody suggested doing a comparison video or something of that nature with Bones as captain as a somewhat maybe replacement or stopgap if you do not have OG Pike. So more specifically, does Bones, Moreau, Chen work? So I've uploaded 5 battle logs. I used my amalgam because I wanted to punch down a little bit. Maybe drive the point home, since this is what I'm really doing this for. Is for like a level 22, 30 player that maybe has not gotten OG Pike yet. So I did my little baseline test, just Grush on the amalgam. Then I did Grush, Moreau, Chen. Did the cadets, which is another hostile grinding crew, and that is Cadet Uhura, Cadet McCoy, and Instructor Spock. Now there is a next generation copy of these. These are common officers, little gray. They're not green, that would be uncommon. Blue background is the rare. Then here, Bones, Moreau, Chen, and Pike, Moreau, Chen is the last one. Just so you can see, on one side of the screen, and I'll scroll down here, all the way over here on the left, just Grush, so base mitigation. And then all the way over here on the right, it's not quite max mitigation, and I'm not 100% sure why, but as far as hostile grinding crews go, this is going to be your standard. As you can see, we scroll down here to mitigation percent. Yeah, Pike, Moreau, Chen didn't do 71.2. The only thing I can think of is that because I used a survey ship. Other than that, we have been wrong for 3 years, it seems like. It's supposed to be Pike with a tier 3 or higher Moreau is max mitigation. Well, 65% is in max mitigation, so I don't know. I missed something somewhere along the line. But for the purposes of this video, doesn't really matter. As you can see, with just Grush on my ship, 50.6 mitigation. Just to refresh who is in what column here. Go with Grush, Moreau, Chen, 57.6 mitigation. With the cadets, it dropped to 50.8, which is to be expected. Now, with Bones, Moreau, Chen, didn't get too much of an increase, but as you can see, 61.7. So that's about what? 4% increase to your mitigation? Bones has to boost Moreau. So, and as you can see here, here's Pike, Moreau, Chen, which is another 4% increase, so about in the middle. So it does appear that Bones will work if you're fighting hostiles. For whatever reason, for one reason or another, you don't have Pike yet. I don't really remember. I mean, it was 3 years ago for me, I guess. I feel like it did kind of take me a while to get Pike, though I think everybody says that. He's such an important part of your grinding. in the mid to high 20s, low 30s. Really, most grinding at all times. But he's an epic officer. And yes, there is this field test training or whatever it is that does give you some shards. I honestly haven't touched it yet. I don't really have a reason to. But that's just me. But does it source Pike for you? Well, I have no idea. But doesn't that's not really my point. Bones. Bones does boost Moreau. Now, let's go see if we can see if he'll boost Chen. See damage taken. This one with just Grush on the amalgam didn't even survive. I thought it was kind of funny. I fully expected the amalgam to win, but it didn't. Oh, and what was I hitting? I was hitting a fresh my memory. Federation Transport level 40 in Groombridge. All right, let's see here. Here's just Chen. See total damage taken. Says so 5.9 million. Over here, total damage taken 5.9 million. I guess it's 5.98, 5.95. Total damage from crits. So it looks like over here, this is Bones, Moreau, Chen. 434,000. Wait, what? And over here, 812,000. And that, I guess I'm assuming that they're energy based. I haven't got a clue. They're supposed to be. Well, let's see if we can. Where's. Yeah. Because you see here, 506,000. So the energy output, or the damage output, which they're supposed to be energy weapons, and that means Chen is active. It's definitely lower here with Pike. But I'm not seeing a difference between Grush Moreau Chen and Bones Moreau Chen, which is slightly odd. So Bones boosts Moreau, but he doesn't boost Chen. Okay. Hey man, it's me looking at Spock's Club. I don't know. That is really odd. Am I missing something? The only thing I can think of is maybe the rounds went longer. Which one are you? You're red and you're pink. Actually, you see this pink line here. They went 20 rounds. And the red went 17 rounds. Right? I'm looking at that right. Grush Moreau Chen, you're red orange. Bones Moreau Chen, you're pink. The red line here ends in the 17th round. The pink line over here ends in the 20th round. Okay. So all that stuff I said before about, Bones not boosting Chen, forget all that. Unless I'm reading this wrong. You got the same amount of damage between Grush Moreau Chen and Bones Moreau Chen. But Bones, Moreau, Chen went 3 rounds longer. Now, Moreau isn't going to affect the damage output of the enemy hostile. At least it's not supposed to. It's just supposed to increase your mitigation. It's, the incoming damage just gets poofed. Disappeared it. So, I'm going to say it does appear that Bones boosted Chen. It appears so. Right? I mean, you tell me, am I reading this correctly? This column lasted 3 more rounds, yet it's the same amount of damage as this column, which the battle ended 3 rounds prior. Or not necessarily 3 rounds prior, but you know what I'm saying. 17 rounds versus 20 rounds. So, the only reason I can think of why... Well, I guess there's critical hits there. But they took more damage here. That's... Stupid critical hits. Trying to do like testing here. Fools. Well, no, because if hypothetically you removed critical damage, this would be 5.1. You remove the critical damage, it would be 5.5. So, 3 rounds. Let's check this out. Total damaged per round. I mean, the problem is the critical hit. But... And I'm pretty sure that these spikes on these lines here are the critical hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. That would make sense. Or maybe 3. 1, 2, 3. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 5? But if you look here, there's no spike. Right? So, non-critical hits. But you can see the pink line is lower down the chart than the red-orange line. So, and this is all assuming I'm reading Spock's Club correctly. Pretty sure I am. It looks like you're taking less damage here with the pink one, with Bones, Moreau, Chen, than you are with Grush, Moreau, Chen. So, it would appear that Bones is boosting both Moreau and Chen. Total damage per round, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go with that. Comment below. I know there's a little hiccups in there because I'm not that familiar with Spock's Club. But the more and more you play around with it, the more and more you'll get it. Based on what I've shown you in this video, do you think Bones, Moreau... almost did it. So, yes, comment below. From what I see, Bones does boost Moreau and Chen. Are you seeing the same thing in this data? Do some testing on your own. Share your results with me. But it does appear that Bones can be a stopgap, so to speak, until you get OG Pike as far as hostile grinding goes. Be sure to like and subscribe. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.